Hello, everyone, and welcome to day 12. So excited to be with you for the 12th straight day of going live here in September for 30 days straight. It is definitely a commitment. It's a commitment for sure. As I am currently at an event, I'm actually doing this an hour earlier, but I did my best to let people know here we are. Because when you do something consistently, you actually are training people how to show up for you and what to show up for, right? And with this, every day, 7 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, we've gone live. But today it's an hour earlier because we had a pivot in the schedule, pivot at this event that I am at, and that is okay. So we'll only be going live for about 15, 20 minutes here today. But I wanted to jump on here because I want to talk about stewarding your decisions and really being able to be even disciplined with your decisions. But first, let's talk about, are you one of those people when it comes to the decisions of, it's just hard to make them? It's hard to make decisions. It's hard to know, am I going down the right path? It's hard to just commit of like, okay, here's the direction in which I'm going. It can be hard because one of the things when it comes to faith, if God gave you 100% certainty, you wouldn't need faith. Here's what I believe, and here's what I've come to learn through revelation knowledge is he'll give you about 60%, and then the other 40 is what you decide to do with it. Now, if it's a decision that maybe wasn't the best, he will help you recorrect it. But when you invite him in, you pray over it, and you use your best discernment and just go after it, be all in with that. Be all in, but make sure that you're prayerful first. A lot of things that I see for people is they're very wishful, hopeful. I wish I had this. I hope I can get this. Like, I pray for this. I want this to happen. But then they're lacking the action part. Part of stewarding your decisions is when you make one, being all in with it and giving it everything that you have. A lot of people are like, but what if it's not the right one? That's okay. There are many times in my life where I made decisions where I was like, in that moment, I'm going all in. Like, say, when I was a news anchor and reporter, I went all in. The first time I was in network marketing, my very first business or any business I was in with network marketing, I went all in. I focused. When I was a coach, a speaker coach, went all in. Here at Kingdom Alliance, all in. Wherever I am at, whatever decision I am committed to, those are all business decisions, for example, I'm all in. Now, here's another decision. In the month of September, I made a decision of doing abs 5 days a week, and I'm following this regimen. And I'm just like, we're going to do something we don't normally do every single day, 5 days a week, I should say. What am I doing? I'm honoring my commitment. I'm stewarding my decision. I made a decision. I'm following it up with action. A big part that people, first of all, get stuck with is, am I making the right decision? So then they get paralyzed. Anybody ever been paralyzed by, is this the right decision or not? Well, I'll raise my hand because I know I have for sure. It's scary. It's like, oh, is this the right one? But I've come to learn when you're all in and you make the decision, whether it be the right one, maybe not the best one or the wrong one, I always know when I align my heart with God, I want what you want for me. It will always get me corrected on the right path. Or maybe I was always on the right path to begin with. But be flexible because when we make decisions, God might reroute us in different directions. Flexibility part of when things maneuver and shift and change, that took me forever, forever to learn. Still learning, still learning. So make that decision today. Make a decision today that maybe you've been putting off. Just do it. Make that decision. Then part of stewarding your decisions is staying committed to that decision. And how can I give this decision its best chance at life? Its best chance. How can I give it its best chance? How can I become the person I need to be to steward this decision the best way I know how? How can I retrain or strengthen my mindset? How can I put others around me in my circle, in my sphere, that are going to empower and uplift me and help me to spur on and keep going? A lot of those things might sound foreign to you. And they're foreign actually to a lot of people because people are, first of all, scared to make decisions. So then they don't. Then when they're in the decision, they're terrified they're going to mess up. So then they get paralyzed again. Then they don't have the people around them to help encourage them and spur them on. So then there's another part. That's why when we make a decision, we can't depend on anybody else. other than God to lead us and guide us, right? But we literally can't depend on anybody else. We have to be able to steward our own mind, steward our actions in the decisions we're making, and be able to, and also to get the right environment, the right people, the right growth environment around us. It matters. What also matters when it comes to stewarding decisions is who you're allowing to speak into your life. There was a lot of times where I was letting just, anybody speak in. I was like, do I like that? Do I like that? Until I really got serious and I was like, okay, Lord, I only want to hear from who you want me to hear from. And you know what happened? It was like a faucet turned off. So many voices turned off, or it just didn't resonate with me anymore. It really didn't. I remember when this was, I don't know, maybe like 4 or 5 years ago, I was starving for a female mentor. I've had male mentors and didn't work out for me. I was starving for a female mentor. And the Lord just kept saying, nope, not that person. Nope, not that person. Nope, not that person. And you know what? Lo and behold, He has developed in me the mentor that I always needed. And now we get to do that. Here inside Kingdom Alliance, women are stepping into the woman, the leader that they always needed. Same with men. Men are stepping into that space as well that they always needed. We're always looking for somebody else to come in and fill that void and lead us. But sometimes it's like, how can I become that person for others? And in the process, you get exactly what you need for your own self. And this might be a little deep for some, but I'm going there. I know it's 8 a.m. here Central Time, 6 a.m. over on the West Coast. It also will heal some wounds from your childhood. I was starving for female mentorship, starving. But I always found that a lot of female mentorship was very masculine, or they were too like in their feels and too like, oh, and I just was like, no, I don't resonate with that at all. I grew up with brothers, rough and tumble. I needed something a little bit stronger than that. But it was always like, I can't find this. It's like this special mix. Where is it? Sometimes we need to become the person that we always needed back when to guide us. So back to stewarding decisions. Make the commitment today to make that decision you've been putting off. Then ask the questions of, who do I get to become to steward this decision? What are the action steps I need to take to steward this decision? Who are the people around me that I need to help me, support me, to lead me and guide me so I can get this to go as far as it can until the Lord leads me somewhere different? When you really ask those questions, you're not in this alone, and you are going to get what you need. Now, it may not be on your own timeline, may not be the timeline in which you want it, but you will get what you need. So many people just stop. They don't even make decisions. Then people make them for them. Then they don't like them. And now you're living a life of just like, okay, I'm reacting rather than being proactive. And it's okay if we make the wrong decisions. It's okay. We will always recorrect at some point. I've made so many wrong decisions, y'all. So many wrong decisions. But you know what? There's a thing called forgiveness. And when I wake up, I get to try again. When I wake up in the morning, when I get to breathe in the next second or 2 seconds, I get to try again. New thought, new decision. New thought, new decision. New breath, new decision. So just make sure that you are giving life to the decisions that are in your hand. You have the free will to make the decisions that you need to make, and make sure you're stewarding that by becoming the person you need to become, by stewarding the thoughts that are in your mind, weeding out the weeds in the garden, right? Like getting out the ones that aren't serving you, which a lot of us will be weeding quite a bit daily for a long time. And that will never end. Maybe you won't weed as much, but you're still going to be weeding. There's still going to be weeds that come into your garden. Your garden is a representation of your mind, and we have to protect those seeds. The weeds are just there to choke out the seeds that are going to bring life. I know you have it in you. And I would love to hear in the comments, share in the comments, was there anything that stood out to you with this? Was there any decision that you're like, you know what, I'm going to make this today? Or what's been holding you back? Share that too. I'm here for all of it, y'all. I'm here for all of it. I love having conversations with you, whether you're jumping on live, put hashtag live. If you're jumping on the replay, put hashtag replay. I love hearing what is coming up for you. But I hope that this quick little live here today really spurs you on to go make some decisions so you can start moving forward in your life. Too many people are paralyzed by, what if I make the wrong one? Well, start praying. Who do I need to become? What thoughts do I need to think? Who do I need to surround myself with? What growth needs to take place? And start going after that. And understanding that when you have all those in place and knowing that you have the creator of the universe right there, ask him anything that you want. Seek for wisdom and knowledge. Like seek, like really seek it out. Like when we want to find a new recipe because we're sick of the same old same for dinner, we go seek for that information. When we want a new workout because we want to tone this up or build this over here, we seek out that information. If we want makeup to do a certain thing, ladies, we seek out what's going to be the best, what's going to fit our budget or the best or whatever it is that we want. We seek it out. Why wouldn't we seek out information from our creator of how can I steward these choices, these decisions that you're giving me, and then become the person that can really take that and bring it to fruition with you? Just saying. So this was small, but it was mighty. This is a short but mighty live because I know that you have so much in you that is just requiring a decision. And then for you to just keep going down that path of growth, which is going to steward the decision that you just made and empower the decision that you just made. A lot of us disempower decisions that we make. Oh, we second guess. Should we do this? Shouldn't we have, like, what? Stop second guessing and just go for it and go all in. Go all in. And I'm excited to hear what you're learning. I'm excited to hear what comes up for you, all the things. Share them in the comments below. Can't wait to hear from you guys. We'll be back again tomorrow for day 13.